Jeremy Corbett. I'm sorry to say the news didn't stop happening this week. That means neither do we. Welcome along to another fresh coat of paint edition of 7 Days. This year, as you may well know, our team captains will be rotating, much like the sun rotates around the spinning disc we call Earth. So let's meet those in charge tonight, shall we? And Team 1's leader is what you'd get if you left Jacinda Ardern overnight in a trouser press. It's Melanie Bracewell. How's your week been? How's the last 7 days?
It's been good. I'm moving to Australia in a couple of weeks. So I've just been...
Yeah, boo.
I'm excited about it. It's good. I've been doing lots of preparations, but I did... I'm moving in with my partner, who's a nerdy little loser. And I love him, but he is a nerdy little loser. And he was looking on his phone, and he was I saw him Google the phrase Australian singles. And I was like, this bastard, are you trying to cheat on me in advance? You know, scope out the scene. And then he explained to me that he was just trying to find a shop in Australia in which he could buy single Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And I was like, oh, that's so much worse.
Who's on your team tonight?
I've got a very exciting team tonight. You might recognise one of them from Taskmaster and the other one from your mum's house. It's Angella, Dravid and Ben Hurley.
Welcome along. Good team. And the leader of Team 2 recently got married to a real-life woman, so that's $10 I owe him. Please welcome Rhys Mathewson. Never thought it would happen. How's it going?
It's good. As of this week, we've been married for a month. And yeah, thank you. Engaged for 2 years because of COVID, did it properly. Bought an engagement ring. But since then, I've been angling for a gift of equal or greater value.
To the engagement ring?
Yeah, because like, I know I'm getting like a lifetime of love and respect.
Yes.
But Chelsea's also getting that, but she's also got the ring. So there's always that like $4,000 difference there.
Doesn't your wife run her own business and you're a comedian?
That's true, but I still want something pretty.
A nice plate of food.
You've been married a couple of times. Do you have any advice for a... Well, that's just fact. Do you have any advice for a newlywed?
Yeah, just make all the mistakes in the first one. Who's on your team?
I've got a delightful team. Down the end, we'll start over there. Probably the best stand-up comedian in the country, Urzila Carlson. And in the middle, a man, and I'm not sure why that is his face, it's David Correos. What's going on?
This is what happens when you ask the makeup department to give you the works. And honestly, they've done an incredible job because this is what I looked like before I went into the makeup seat.
Wow. Can you just whip your glasses off and give us a look at those eyes? Can you just whip them off down the camera? Yeah. And blink, slow blink. Yeah, that is beautiful.
I see what you mean. Marriage number 2 does sound exciting.
All right, let's crack into a round of Newsmakers to kick off this week. This is where I show the teams an image, sometimes one that moves, because technology is incredible now. It's up to them to tell me why that image has made the news. And we'll start with you, Team 1. Why is this a newsmaker?
Yeah, no, I'm just happy to be here. You know, just had my meal, which was fantastic.
Wow.
Okay. I think this guy's trying out death row for fun.
Yeah, I think it's the first time and last time we see him eat and smell food.
So this guy Russell Cootes, right? He used to be the skipper for Oracle, and now he's down at the Wellington protests. And you thought them trying to get rid of the cars was hard. Trying to get his super yacht out of Lambton Quay was a nightmare.
Yeah, well done, Mel. Yeah, the anti-mandate protest on Parliament lawn continued into its 3rd week this week, with a number of notable public figures joining in, including Russell Cootes, op shop singer Jason Kerrison, Real Housewife Gilda Kirkpatrick, and I saw Winston Peters there as well. So they say we shouldn't judge the protests by the small fringe elements. That's what they're telling us. And you know what? If you ignore the conspiracy theorists, the anti-vaxxers, the Destiny Church nutjobs, the extremists, the people driving cars into the police and the people throwing poos, then yeah, Jeff is a nice guy.
Last week when people were drawing swastikas, I was like, there's no way this can get worse. And the guy from Op Shop turned up. I was like, oh, it can get worse.
I was quite critical of Jason Kerrison turning up, and someone said to me, what, do you not even like the music anymore? I'm like, no, I like Op Shop. I like all their song.
I love some of these signs. I saw one that was like, we will not obey, we are revolting. I was like, you said it. Yeah.
You also, like, they haven't got that critical mass of celebrity yet, have they? Because, you know, you got Russell Coots, Gilda and Jason, like all the other celebrities that could go, they're like, nah, it's not quite.
It's not a
big enough
It's like a
party
reality
yet.
show. It's like Dancing with the Stars.
Very good.
It just makes me realise how unfamous I am, because I've been there all week and I've had no coverage.
Yeah, I'd be more impressed with Russell Coots if he stayed there a couple of nights, but there's no way he was.
You know, it took him ages to get there, Russell Coots, because he was walking there just in a straight line, and then he had to go miles out here for some reason, and then back in this way, and then a bit more of a straight line, and then miles out this side. It took him ages.
But it is Wellington. It was faster because he was following the wind.
Yeah, it's like a really dark Dr. Seuss. It's like, who threw a poo? Was it you? Was it you? Who? Who threw a poo? It's no worse than the flu.
All right, Team 2, you ready?
Yeah.
I've got a newsmaker for you. I'll need you to tell me why this is in the news.
That goalie looks like she's looking and going like, he is cheating on you, Tracy.
She's actually just telling her that it wasn't her green sock in the washing machine.
That is not far off, Jeremy, because I know this photo. This is football fern Michaela Moore, phenomenal football player who just got a bit unlucky and scored 3 own goals.
Bang on, Rhys. Well done. Good knowledge. Yeah, New Zealand women's footballer Michaela Moore scored a hat-trick on Sunday in the game against the USA. Unfortunately, as Rhys mentioned, they were own goals. That's right, 3 goals for the USA scored by 1 New Zealander. And she was seen during the second half looking pretty downcast, but immediately cheered up when she got back to the dressing room and checked her TAB account.
But Jeremy, you got to forgive her, because like the game was in California. Like playing football after eating 7 edibles is pretty tough.
And also, in the Northern Hemisphere, it goes the other way, doesn't it?
Oh,
so
the
it's
goals
quite
go-
confusing.
Yeah. It was. We should point out, she wasn't just standing out in front of the goal and then kicking it past. She just happened to sort of be there when a cross would come across, and her head or her leg would be in the wrong place, and it would go.
At what point is it then the goalie's fault? You see her coming, you've got to get in full defence mode.
It wasn't on purpose. Sure, she got a gift of $500,000 from America.
And a cheeseburger voucher for player of the game.
That's right.
Yeah, if I was the coach, I would have subbed her off after goal 2 when she was high-fiving all the USA players. I'm not going to risk it.
See, I like to think it's a bit like starting a family. Like the first own goal was like, whoopsie. And then the second one's like, okay, that was a genuine accident. Yeah. And the third one's like, we need some better defence.
All right, good round of newsmakers. For points, Team 1, you can have the population of Taupo, just been awarded New Zealand's most beautiful large town. They have 26,000 people there. So 26,000 large town, 20,000 just a town, 2,000 a village, less than 100 shithole. And Team 2, you can have 200, which is the number of years until we get another palindrome date, like we did on Tuesday, 22/02/2022. And same backwards as forwards. But that means Team 1 wins. You get a star. Congratulations. We're on the board. Of course, there's no point in awarding all these stars if there's nothing at stake, and there is something at stake. This year, our winning teams don't leave the studio empty-handed. Please look on in awe. Feel free to go, ooh, as we look at this week's prize. There it is. It is the ultimate Jason Kerrison mask prize pack. That is from The Masked Singer. That is the mask he was quite happy to wear, and also one he really doesn't want to wear. That's what you're playing for, teams. OK, it's time for Quiz 3 Never Repeats on 7 Days, where we take a look at some stories from this 7-day period throughout history. Teams, if you could get your whiteboards ready, good stuff, you look like you're ready. Here's your first question. We're going way back now. On this very week, this 7 days in 1902, what opened in Wellington? Fun facts from 1902, New Zealand was the first country in the world to require state registration of nurses. Ellen Doherty becoming the first registered nurse in the world. Let's go to you, Mel, Team 1, you did in 1902. What opened in Wellington?
So I thought 1902 was too early for Te Papa, so I went with Te Grandpapa.
You deserve a star for that answer, but it's outside the rules, so you won't get one. Yes, away you go, Angela. What happened in 1902 in Wellington?
I think you opened for Charlie Chaplin.
hard doing stand-up because it was all silent. Ben Hurley in 1902, what opened in Wellington?
Well, it's got a lot bigger since then, but in 1902, a fountain that was just a single bucket.
Wouldn't that be a great story? They added to it every 20 years. No, sorry, Ben. Not that. Rhys, can you help us?
A cafe, and the coffee is just so much better there than the rest of the country. Real flavour.
It's been happening for a while, not the answer I have. David?
Wellington.
They invented Wellington in 1902. It's a good answer, but no, this actually opened in Wellington. It was already established. Urzila, last chance.
They cracked open an apricot and sock craft beer.
Sounds very much like Wellingtonian. I loved all those answers. They're all wrong. What opened was the Kelburn cable car. The cable car. The cable car, a vital cog in Wellington's public transport system, connecting inner city dwellers with the middle bit of the botanical gardens. The city would collapse without it. Next question. Here we go. On this week in 1987, eyes down on the whiteboard. On this week in 1987, what did scientists do for the first time?
97.
97. Kylie Jenner was born, and Google was registered as a domain name for the first time, www.google.com. That's pretty good.
That won't take off.
Yeah, right. 1997, what did scientists do for the first time, Rhys?
Transformed into a hot person by taking off their glasses.
Go, David, go!
Ooh! Mr. Correos. No. David.
Make up lies about the vaccine.
No, they've never done that. Science is continually evolving, though, and if they do find out they're wrong, they will admit that and then move on with the next situation. All right, Urzila.
No, they invented COVID-19.
Took a while to hit the streets, but maybe you're right, but it's not the answer I'm after. Mel?
1997, scientists finally checked on Schrodinger's cat and was dead. It definitely
It
was
was the
dead.
end of quantum physics.
Yeah.
All right, Angella, that's not the answer, by the way.
They created the perfect sheep.
What do you mean by that?
Well, they cloned it.
Correct! Absolutely. Well done, Angela.
Ollie.
They cloned an animal, specifically a sheep by the name of Dolly, you may remember that, at the Roslin Institute near Edinburgh, Scotland, although to this day no one knows if the sheep was actually cloned or if someone just pointed to another sheep and said, this one looks the same.
I didn't get to do my one.
No, I'm coming to you, Ben. What did you have?
Well, I think I'm pretty close as well.
1997, what did scientists do for the first time?
Cloned the Queen following her death.
Yes. Great work. That wraps up Quiz Story Never Repeats. Some good answers there and some correct answers. For scores, Team 1, you can have 350, which is the weekly rent for a windowless room in a former brothel in Wellington. 350 a week, so people still getting screwed in that room. Team 2, you can have the number of bananas a Christchurch woman slipped on this week. 1 banana she slipped. She now wants them banned from the free fruit for kids in supermarkets because she slipped on one. What fruit can you joke about these days? Used to be funny, isn't anymore. What that does mean, though, is that Team 1 gets a star. Congratulations, Team 1. Let's be frank, everyone's a comedian these days, so why don't you prove it? You can caption this photo, then we'd like you to text your caption and your name to 4088. Best caption wins $500 of Frank Energy credit. You can take another look at the photo on our 7 Days Facebook page. We'll announce our winner toward the end of this very show. We'll be right back with Slice of 7 on 7 Days. See you soon. Welcome back to our all-new 2022 7 Days. It's time to play Slice of 7, where a world-class Kiwi musician serenades us with some topical tunes. Our teams try and guess the story they're singing about. Please welcome this week's superstar guest, Jamie McDowell. I should say welcome back, actually, to Jamie. She's been on 7 Days before. Team 1, are you ready to guess what song Jamie's singing about?
Yes.
OK, Jamie, in your own time.
You went to China with dreams of the gold. You didn't know it would be so dang cold. Then you froze your penis, what a poor boy. In your undies there's a pedal pop. You gotta wait for it to thaw, boy. Leave it to defrost on the bench top. And everybody may point and laugh, but you put Finland on the map. You froze your penis, what a poor boy. to soar, boy.
Straight face. So good.
Now, there was a news story this week about a Finnish skier who froze his penis off at the Winter Olympics.
Off.
But I don't know if it's that.
I just never heard the words frozen penis just sound so elegant, you know? It was beautiful.
sight.
I was
With a
it brought
straight
tear to
face.
my eye. But I think Ben might be onto something. This was the Winter Olympics. Finnish guy froze his penis, and then he finished.
Yeah, well done, Mel. Well done, Team 1. Remy Lindholm, a cross-country skier from Finland, had to be given a heat pack to thaw out a particularly sensitive body part. He said it enough times. Jamie said it. I can say it too. His penis. There, I said it. The most embarrassing part for him was holding it over the Olympic torch for half an hour.
It sounds like he made a deal with the devil.
Oh, yeah?
Where the devil is like, I want to be an Olympian. And the devil's like, yes, but I shall take your penis. He's like, deal. And the devil's like, but it's the Winter Olympics.
Isn't this just so typical, right? This is why women need to speak up for equality, because women have been freezing their tits off for years. Here's one guy with his dick off, now we're talking about it.
Yeah, but Ish, this is huge though. This is huge for men because this is the first time.
See?
Also, did it just get frozen off? Because surely you're an Olympian cross-country skier. You've got the right gear to keep you warm.
Well,
he got it out.
Not the Finnish team, yeah. Because the Finnish team, their whole uniform is crotchless panties.
Big mistake from the designer, eh?
Do you reckon when he has sex with his wife, he's like, this is just the tip of the iceberg?
Team 2, you ready for a song from Jamie?
I would love nothing more.
Try and identify the story. Jamie, take it away.
Dolphin under the clear blue ocean, slimy. You've got the smoothest snout. I wish I could speak your language. I'll play my flute and you will squeak right back. Oh, dolphin, please listen to my music. Jamie McDell is on Spotify. What's inside your head? By that I mean, what are you thinking? Not what's inside your blowhole.
That was so good, Jamie. You're a triple threat.
Like the marketing in the middle of the song as well.
Yeah, so I feel like, what is this? We've got dolphins at the top. We've got a Jamie McDell Spotify plug.
Yeah, and what's in your hole?
And what's
Your head, what's in your head?
Okay.
So we're reading the minds of dolphins and putting thoughts in there.
So it's like
I think isn't it like we've learned how to talk to dolphins or like at least communicate with them?
You know what, David? I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Sure, we know how to talk to dolphins, Jeremy. Final answer, lock it in.
Well, no, David is kind of right. Communicate was the word, yeah. Researchers from the Australian National University have revealed that music might be the key to communicating with dolphins. They tried a few instruments. I'm sure they tried some of your songs, Jamie. Apparently, dolphins respond to the high-pitched sounds of the flute. And a separate study carried out by the SeaWorld theme park determined the best way to communicate with dolphins is to whack them with a big stick.
I knew I read an article about dolphins and music because I remember thinking, oh, music, I thought that'd be more into podcasts.
You were doing so well. So they're like high-pitched.
Yeah.
I should get my neighbour over to like a SeaWorld. Right, that woman can cut glass.
Well, just think if it's like the flute, like, you know when you learnt the recorder at school? There'll just be a class of school children learning the recorder And just a dolphin come in, what?
But do you want to talk to them? Like, what if they start talking, they can communicate with us and we find out dolphins pretty, but super racist. You're saying some real weird shit. You don't want that.
No, they'd say stuff like, bring back plastic straws. We hate turtles.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing that I'm scared of.
Bogan dolphins. Love it.
I reckon I've communicated with the dolphin. They definitely react when I bang on the window at Kelly Talton's.
All right, good round of Slice of 7. For scores, you can have Team 159, the amount of ACC claims made in 2021 for injuries related to fitted sheets.
No, that's people getting mad because they can't fold them and punching a wall.
That's what's happening there. So, you get 59. Team 2, you get 289. That's the number in grams of the largest strawberry in the world. It comes from Israel, not to be confused with the largest dingleberry. Not sure how much Russell Coots weighs. But either way, Team 2, you get a star. Congratulations. Jamie McDowell's new self-titled album is out tomorrow in all your local streams. Keep an eye out for future shows and give it up for Jamie McDowell. Before we take a break, we've got time for a quick game of Where is the Lie? I'm going to read 4 headlines from the week. 3 are genuine news stories, 1 we've made up. Our teams need to figure out which is the imposter headline. Let's have a look at them now. First one is, Brisbane couple sentenced to community service for stealing candy from a baby. Headline 2, Danish police on the hunt for an escaped kangaroo. 3, husband slammed online for upgrading to business class on a flight and leaving wife in economy. Finally, Kanye West lists people he has beef with, includes Peppa Pig. So, teams, you can talk amongst yourselves. Feel free to play along at home too. We'll see you soon for the answer and a round of Club Topicana on 7 Days Setting. Everyone's a critic these days. No, seriously. Send your frank feedback about 7 Days to this email address. Stay tuned for how we use it. Could be a laugh. Our teams are in the midst of guessing which of these headlines is completely made up. And Team 1, what are your thoughts?
OK, Ben, you had a thought on B.
Yes, so I know that Denmark's very flat as a country, so I reckon you'd be able to see a kangaroo from anywhere.
Not that flat, surely. It's not like a
No, look, hey, this is my logic, Corey.
C is interesting because I don't think this guy should have got slammed. Sometimes in a couple, there's one that's better than the other, and it's fine, you know?
It can change.
Yeah.
I have done that.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna guess first wife.
No, it was actually current, and she insisted.
Oh no, but she was an unaccompanied minor. So
no, it's worse. No, she had the kids in economy.
Oh my, it gets worse. Imagine how insufferable it is to be married to Corby that she goes, you guys sit in business, I'd rather be in economy with
But anyway, what's your answer?
I think A.
You think A?
Well, because like, who saw it? The baby? What's the baby gonna say? Goo goo gaga. They would have to go to court, and then someone would have to, like, you know, get a baby up in the witness protection.
Can I just say, as somebody who's had 2 small children, you wish they said goo goo gaga. They don't say that, they scream.
Can't hear them from business class.
Let's go with B, because also it's the least amount of words and it means that the writers did the least amount of work coming up with the headline. So we'll go with that.
All right, casting aspersions on our writers and going with B. What about you, Team 2?
D is real. I've read that in the newspaper.
Knew it.
So not D.
Yeah. Oh, and C, obviously that's true too. I have done it with Corbett, actually. I gave him the quick old slippy, and I sat in business and he sat in economy, so it's all about balance.
So A or B, what are you leaning, David?
I've never seen a kangaroo in I don't know what country is Danish.
That's where those little pastries come from.
There was a clue from Ben earlier, but
No, he'll get it. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Where do you think?
Starts with a D.
So your first...
It's either Finland or Denmark.
There.
Oh my God.
So
Is it Denmark?
What gave it away?
Ben saying it 5 minutes earlier.
And then me repeating it.
And the fact it starts with the letter D.
I reckon they've said B, so we're going to say...
I say it's A.
Yeah, I reckon A.
You're going to go with A. All right. The fake headline from those four is, in fact, headline A. Congratulations, Team 2. All right, pour yourself a big pina colada, stick a tiny umbrella in it, and listen to this. It's time for Club Topicana, everybody. They are the steel drums. Head on down to the beach, panellists, if you would. Here at Club Topicana, I reach into my topical pineapple and I pick out some literally juicy stories. They're covered in juice that I want to hear more about. Don't worry, I've kept the insides of the pineapple. We'll feed it to the cast and crew after I've finished with it. But let's begin with this one. Yes, OK, so our first Topicana story. This week it was revealed the Queen got COVID. So I'd like to hear examples of things overheard at Buckingham Palace this week, please, team.
Okay, daily COVID cases from Buckingham Palace, in addition to the Queen, also Prince Andrew and 3 teenage interns.
Mummy, it's Charles. How are you feeling? Oh, good? Bugger.
No, Andrew, you can't have COVID-14.
Okay, it's time. Shed our skin.
Ooh. It's me, the ghost of Prince Philip. Don't die, Lizzie. I'm up here in heaven. Diana's up here too, and she knows everything.
That's very, very good. I like that. Next story from my pineapple. Oh, yes, OK. This week, the Wiggles announced they're doing another adults-only tour. They've done one before, and the Blue Wiggles said last time they went on tour, things got a bit X-rated. So I'd like examples of scenes from the adult-only Wiggles concert.
Toot, toot, chugga, chugga, chug, 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 chug.
Wake up, Jeff! Oh, God, he's overdosed. Jeff!
His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Cold spaghetti, 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 spaghetti.
Oh my God, Sharon. I know you went backstage at half-time. You've got blue all around your mouth. From kissing!
Where?
Kissing the skivvy?
Can you empty the fruit salad bowl? We need somewhere to put the keys.
Oh no, it looks like Emma Wiggle has her head stuck in the washing machine, and the only person to help her out is her stepbrother.
All right, good stuff, good Wiggles knowledge. We move on. Right, OK, this is an Uber story. This week, Uber revealed that Auckland is the city with the worst overall Uber rider rating. I'd like you to give me examples of things you shouldn't say to your Uber driver. See if we can get that rating up.
Oh, someone seems tense.
So where are you from? No, wait, let me guess.
How about we go to your house instead?
Can I pay the soilage fee up front?
Oh, thanks for the ride. I don't want to go to the test centre by myself.
Yeah, mate, can you flick it over to Talkback? This Hosking's got some good views.
Well done. Give it up for our teams. You can come on back to your seats. Well, the steel drum giveth and the steel drum taketh away. It's playing again. That means it's time to sit back down and buy a whisker. My Club Topicana MVP comes from Team 2. Congratulations. There's another star for them. time for another one of our famous ad breaks now. We'll see you back in a few minutes for Good News Battle on 7 Days. Welcome back to 7 Days. Now, if you watched the news this week or any week, you'll have noticed almost all of it is bad. The world we once knew and loved is likely gone forever. The key, though, is the word almost. That's right. It's time for Good News Battle, where our teams go head-to-head delivering what tiny morsels of uplifting news they've managed to scrimmage from the last 7 days. The team who lifts our spirits the most wins. Here we go. Team 2, I'm going to go to you, Urzila. Do you have any good news for us?
Do I ever, Jeremy? You know, when you task me with this, I'm always like, I want to go deeper. And I thought, you know, we're at a point now where COVID's basically a thing of the past.
Big call. Yep.
You know, all over the world, we're learning to live with it now. And then I thought, OK, what's going to be a good news story out of that? And I thought, Russia. Ukraine.
Not so far.
Air Moldova. How am I going to put that together?
Air Moldova.
Yeah, very popular.
Curveball.
I mean, if you're not on the airpoint system, get on that. Russia has decided it's time for Third World War. Now, that doesn't sound like good news, does it?
No.
You know, sort of bullying Ukraine a little bit. But then Air Moldova went, how can we fix this? And then the pilot of a passenger plane on the flight path spelled out, relax.
Wow.
With his plane.
Looks like realm.
But he was so relaxed, he missed half the word.
Look, he was real drunk, so it makes it hard to get the X when you're drunk.
No, it's very easy to get the X when you're drunk.
What up to?
I'm sad.
What you up to? You awake?
I tell you who wasn't relaxed. That's all the passengers with air sickness who were getting thrown around corners to make the L.
But that's the thing, as soon as someone tells you to calm down, and then you just want to invade Ukraine more.
Yeah.
They've done it in English.
Yeah.
Russia.
Ah.
How do we know that relax isn't Russian for attack?
Relational.
They wrote a panic over Ukraine.
Hide.
It just made everyone there more angry because relax was actually the wordle of the day. Like, spoilers!
Well, this is actually really good because this actually eased the tensions in Ukraine and Russia because now they both hate Air Moldova.
Find a common enemy. It's a good result. All right, that's goodish news, Urzila. I like that one. Ben, have you got any good news from your neck of the woods?
I got the best news, Jeremy.
Good.
We've not done car manufacturing in New Zealand really ever.
No.
And certainly not in the last couple of decades. We used to assemble them here, but an 11-year-old has built a Tesla.
What?
He's built his own Tesla. I've got some footage here. Here it is.
The guided tour of inside my Tesla. It's got all the blinkers and stuff. So in here we've got a stereo here which has been upgraded multiple times, and then here's the key to turn all this stuff on. We've also got a fan up here, and then up the top we have an aerial that goes up and down up here, and that's for all my radio signals so that I get really clear radio. None of these other small little cars have this sort of stuff, so it's quite cool. And it's quite cool how we've also got a number plate as well.
Yeah, you have. Cruise into 66 or something.
Yeah. Wow. So, I don't know if you looked at it closely, but there is an old man who can't leave his house now.
But he's done all the outside work. He's got the logo, he's got speakers in the door, wiring, hinges. It's good.
And it's also made out of wood, which means it's just as flammable as a real Tesla.
That's the thing, because I know how big corporations work. I'd be surprised if normal Teslas weren't made by 11-year-olds.
Also, you couldn't get angry at a Tesla like that if it was parked badly or anything like that?
Oh.
You wouldn't think they're so arrogant, would you?
Yeah, he's the first Tesla owner who wasn't a complete a-hole.
It's not a Tesla. We're all
Come
just
on,
making
Rhys.
that.
No, 11-year-old watching from Blenheim crying now because you've called him.
Yeah, because someone needs to tell him the truth.
I could put a matchbox in a turtle and also call that a Tesla.
Yeah, I've got a 2009 Tesla Demio.
Now, look, this is an impressive young man, I think we can all agree. And he's got big plans for the future as well.
When I'm older, want to be an Air New Zealand pilot.
His name's Cruz, and Cruz, can I just say, like, no disrespect, but there's no way I'm getting in a plane you've built for Air New Zealand. Out of
He wants to be a pilot. He's going to spell relax in the score.
Yeah. That's good news, Ben. I like that. Good local news. I think nice Tesla might win it for Team 1. You get another star for the best. Sorry, guys.
That's the weird rat.
Okay.
Yeah. We now have time for an exciting new game of Beat the Ding. There it is in front of me. I have that shiny bell. It utilises the latest in ding technology. I'm going to give each panellist the chance to list things related to the last 7 days of news. It's a high-stress, time-pressure environment. It's where our teams can really catch up because each successful ding beater is worth 1 star for their team. This is stressful. They don't know what's coming at them. All right, Team 2, I'm going to start with you. Rhys, I'm going to start with you.
Love it.
This week, Australia opened its borders for the first time in 2 years, with flights coming from 8 destinations, including Vancouver, Singapore and London. So I'll give you 8 seconds to name Australia's top 5 tourist attractions. Go.
Sydney Opera House, Sydney Harbour Bridge, Uluru, Gold Coast, Dream World, Movie World, Wet n Wild. I'm stuck in theme parks.
Boom! That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, you did well.
He got a lot of them. I just got to check and make sure they were the 5, as I said, the 5 top attractions.
In a couple of weeks, I'll be one of them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he did say Wet n Wild.
Congratulations, Rhys. You have a star for your team. Well done. Wow. That was very impressive, actually, under pressure. Right, David, you ready? It doesn't really matter. There's no way of being ready for this.
I'm stuck to my chair.
Okay, let me tell you, David, this week a cargo ship carrying hundreds of luxury cars caught fire in the middle of the Atlantic. Some customers now have an 8-month wait for their replacement cars. Not a lot of sympathy, I imagine. So you have 8 seconds to name the 4 oceans. Go!
Oh, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, and Antarctic Ocean, Big Ocean, Small Ocean. What was it? North Pole Ocean.
Arctic.
The North Pole Ocean.
Arctic, not Antarctic. I can't pay it, David.
This whole show has just been a giant mirror, hasn't it? A giant mirror.
I could not have done it, if that's any consolation. I could not have done that. All right, we move on. Angela, we're coming to you. You ready?
No.
No, good. Perfect place to be. Just relax, shake it off. All right, it's been announced Britney Spears has signed a deal with a publishing company to write a tell-all book worth $15 million, which means you have 15 seconds to name 6 Britney Spears songs.
Toxic, Hit Me Baby One More Time, Oops, I Did It Again, Lucky, and... Womanizer, and...
Shine on You Crazy Diamond.
No.
I don't think we can pay it. I'll just check upstairs. I only got 5. Wow, that was a tough ask and you nearly got there. Very impressive, but no star. I'm sorry, Angela. All right, Mel, we're coming to you. This week, Ed Sheeran got permission to build a chapel with a crypt in his backyard. So this is the backyard of a $5 million house. So you have 10 seconds to name 5 famous gingers. Go.
Ed Sheeran, Prince Harry,
Ron Weasley.
Ron Weasley, Ginger Nuts, Ginger Spice.
I'm going to pay it. I think it was worth it. It was a little assist there from Ben Hurley. Well done, a star for Team 1. That's what it means. We're going to take an extended leave of about 3 minutes now. We'll see you after this for Yes Minister on 7 Days. Welcome back to the all-new 7 Days. It is time now for Yes Minister, where a sitting MP comes on TV to face the music. And by music, I mean dumb questions from our panellists. They can answer as any way they like, as long as they don't say the words yes or no. This feels a bit like a Christian being thrown to the lions. Please welcome the MP for Epsom and leader of ACT New Zealand, David Seymour. Hey, David. All of that, yeah, boom. Sit yourself down. Your job to answer questions and not use yes or no. Do you understand?
Absolutely.
Good, absolutely will work. Take it away, teams.
Craig, David, now that euthanasia passed and you've come out as very anti-mandate, what is it about Kiwis dying that's so sexy?
I guess it depends what you're into. I didn't think it was about being sexy, but if that's what turns you on, then I hope you enjoy my policies.
Hey, David. Am I pretty?
Not only are you pretty, you're gorgeous. Oh.
Am I voting ACT this year?
There's no election.
There's no election this year.
You should vote ACT heaps this year.
We're taking it day by David. You built your own sports car?
I did.
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
What is it?
It's actually a replica of a Lotus 7.
Is it going to fully work? It's going to drive?
Well, my good mate down at the local garage thinks it should have a warrant, and so it does.
It's got a warrant. Well,
Another law, the warrant, isn't it? From this oppressive government. Making cars safe on the roads.
Terrible.
What next?
Don't worry, we'll get rid of all that. We'll start with your car.
Yeah.
Hey, David, since euthanasia's passed, are you feeling okay?
I'm feeling fantastic. You know, in the first 3 months, 28 people that would have had a terrible death got to actually choose how they went and when they went on their terms. And I think that's made us a much better and more humane country.
I'm not sure the law needed to pass for that because the marijuana thing didn't pass and heaps of people still doing that.
Which way did you vote in the weed referendum?
Oh, I voted yes. I think it should have been legalised.
Well played, Melanie Bracewell. Give it up for David Seymour. He was almost there. That was great. Very good. Well done, Team 1. Well done, Mel. You get a star. That is how it works, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's go to the star chart one last time. Well, it's written in the stars. Our champion team for the week is Team 1. Congratulations. The masks are yours. That is your prize pack. You have earned it. Congratulations.
I don't want it.
That is our show for today. Please join me in thanking our panellists, Mel, David, Urzila, Rhys, Ben and Angela. We'll see you in 7 days on 7 days. Good night.
Thank you, New Zealand On Air. I know when you heard that the Queen got COVID, you thought, oh no, is Melanie okay? They meant the Queen of England, so.